Circular. The circular bandage is used to hold dressing on body parts such as arms, legs, chest, or abdomen. Two or three turns may be needed to cover an area adequately. Used to secure a dressing or to cover a confined area for an extremity. With the roll on the inner aspect, unroll the bandage either toward you or laterally, holding the loose end until it is secured by the first circle of the bandage. Spiral bandaging. Bandage begin distally on an extremity and wind proximally to cover a wider area with comfort. Usually used for cylindrical parts of the body, an elasticated bandage can also be used to apply spherical bandaging to tapered body parts. Despite the increasing diameter of the body part, an elasticity will allow the bandage to fit closely to the skin. Reverse spiral bandage used for the parts where the thickness varies legs and forearms. Apply in the same way as the general spiral bandage, but each turn is reversed as necessary to prevent gaping. Bandage is folded back on itself by 180 after each turn. This V-shaped fold allows the bandage to fit to the tapered shape of the body part all the way long. Its type of the bandage is required when using non-elasticated bandage. Cervical arm sling is used when the shoulder of injured arm is not injured. Insert a triangular bandage between the injured arm and the casualty's chest so the arm is in the center. The apex of the sling is beyond the elbow and the top corner of the material is over the shoulder of the injured side. Position the forearm so the hand is slightly higher than the elbow, about a 10-degree angle. Fold the material along the base, the long side opposite the apex, back to the casualty's fingers forming a cuff. Bring the lower portion of the material over the injured arm so the bottom corner gets over the shoulder of the uninjured side. The elbow should be inside the sling. Tie the two corners together in the non-slip knot at the hollow at the neck on the uninjured side. If the casualty's right arm is fractured, tie the knot so it will rest in the hollow on the left side of his neck. Shoulder arm sling is used when the shoulder of injured arm is also injured, dislocated, or fractured. Note that the sling gets under, not over, and injured shoulder. Insert the triangular bandage between the injured arm and the casualty's chest so the arm is in the center. The apex of the sling is beyond the elbow, and top corner of the material is over the shoulder of the uninjured side. Position the forearm so the hand is slightly higher than the elbow, about 10-degree angle. Fold the material along the base, the long side opposite the apex, back to the casualty's finger forming a cuff. Bring the lower portion of the material over the injured forearm and under the armpit of the injured arm. The elbow should be inside the sling. Tie the two corners together in the non-slip knot on the casualty's back between his shoulder blades. Sling and swat is used to support your arm and hold it closely against your body after an injury. It is used for injuries where moving the shoulder joint could cause harm. It would be used after shoulder dislocation or shoulder fracture. Recurrent bandage of head used to hold a dressing in the scalp. Apply repeatedly from one side across the top to the other side of the plant of the head. Bandage is first secured with two circular turns around proximal end of the body parts, half turn made perpendicular up from the bandage edge. Body of the bandage brought over distal end of the body part to be covered with each turn folded back over on itself. Jaw bandage. The dressing and bandaging procedure outlined for the jaw. In addition to stopping the bleeding and protecting the wound, it is also immobilize a fractured jaw. Place the bandage under the chin, pull up over the ears and cheeks, covering the treated wounds. Cross the end on one side, just above the ear. Tie ends where the cross meets. Figure of 8, a bandage in which you turn across other like the figure 8, used to retain dressing, to exert pressure for joints, or to leave the joints uncovered to fix splints for the foot or hand. For the grade 2 and for the sprains or hemorrhage, continue making figure 8 above and below the joint, overlapping the pressure turn by 2/3 the width of the bandage. Shoulder spica. Apply a compression wrap to a shoulder joint is most commonly to provide support and stability to an unstable shoulder. A shoulder spica helps to prevent excessive abduction and external rotation of the shoulder. Another reason for applying an elastic wrap to a shoulder is to provide support and anchors for protective pads that should be worn when treating and preventing shoulder pointers and easy joint sprains.